Good morning, Stash Squad. It is time to wake up and Barca. What a beautiful day it is. Coming off of a big Europa League win against Napoli. I'm trying not to get too excited about it, all right? We are just now going into the round of 16, which Europa League just did the draw. We've got Galatasaray coming up next. So we're going to do a full match review of Napoli versus Barcelona in what we like to call the good, the bad, and the Barca. We'll be talking about what was good, what was bad, what was very Barcelona about the match, and of course, we'll be giving out the mustache man of the match. That's all going to be happening here live on Wake Up in Barca. If this is your first time finding us, welcome. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel so you can be part of the conversation with Culers from around the world as we catch up on some headlines coming out of the camp now, have a little bit of caffeine, and of course, have some good conversation to start our day. That's all happening here on the Undefeated channel. Like I said, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications. If you like the content, give it a thumbs up. Let's go ahead and get this party started.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are now tuning in to the Undefeated Mustache John.
All right. Good morning, Culers. Like I said, the big news, of course, Barcelona, a dominant performance over Napoli. We're going to go ahead and start things off by looking at the stats. 4-2, Barcelona 5-3 on aggregate. Of course, that first leg ending 1-1. But Barcelona pulling away with this one. Could have been more. This could have been a 6-1, a 7-1. But I'm totally happy with the results. I don't mean to start off complaining. I'm totally happy with these results. Goals from Jordi Alba. A beautiful goal from Frankie de Jong. Then Gerard Piqué says, "Hold my beer, Frankie. Watch what I do with it." Then we wrap things up with Pierre Aubameyang getting his goal, continuing his hot streak. Had a few misses in the first half. We'll break that down. But overall, 4 goals for Barcelona, 2 for Napoli. And the 2 were mistakes by Barcelona. We'll break those down. In terms of shot, 16 total shots, 6 on target, 56% possession. That dropped significantly the last 15 minutes or so. We were upwards of 60-65% through a lot of that match. 572 passes, 90% pass accuracy. Love to see that from the Blaugrana. Only 3 offsides, 1 yellow card. And we got off pretty clean in that one. It ended up being a pretty easy match for Barcelona. Damn it. One of these days, folks, we're going to be clean, consistent, not restarting our intro. It will happen one of these days. Anyway, like I said, I'm happy with the results. Very happy with the individual performances. We're going to go over the good, the bad, and the Barca. We'll talk about all the goals that occurred. We'll do some breakdowns, all that good stuff. But right now, I'm going to turn to the chat. I'm going to say my good mornings, say hello to the Stash Squad, see how everybody's doing, how everybody's feeling after that win against Napoli. Like I said, I didn't think I'd be this excited, but I am. It feels good. It feels good to see Barcelona play that the way that they're playing. All right, let's see who we got here. Ernest, good morning to you. Levi, where you been, brother? Good morning to you. Hope you're doing well. Ayush, my nephew from India, the Stash Mod. Hello. Kyle Cash getting things going for us. Ovi, good morning. Sem is here with us. Agent Nikes, love it. Welcome to the community. Who else we got? Oh, I got a quiet down Nightbot here. Hang on one second. Nightbot sometimes parties a little bit too long and keeps certain messages going that I don't need it to do. So there we go. We'll disable that. We're back in it, folks. Okay. Who else we got in here today? Kudis, of course. Hello. The intro woes continue. Listen, secretly, I know you guys love it. All right. You love it when it's amateur hour and I make these little flubs and mistakes. It happens. Oh, all right. Ayush making some Nightbot updates. Appreciate you, Ayush. Europa League round of 16 has been drawn. Yes, it has. Before we get to the good, the bad, and the Barca, let's go ahead and take a look at Europa League ties. Barcelona taking on Galatasaray. Honestly, I'm not too worried about it. I think Napoli was a much more formidable opponent. Galatasaray. Can't spell it, but I can click it. Let's just take a look at the... No, we want not basketball. We want... All right. Kiromex, welcome to the community, my friend. Give yourself a little shout out. Yes, I Googled soccer and not football. Ooh. I just want to take a look at their squad. See what they're working with these days. Haha, Bafatimbi Gomez. That's hilarious. Muslera. See what other notable names might jump out here. Arda Turan, the former Barcelona man. Boy, talk about a flop. He's there. Anybody else that I recognize? Yilmaz. Ryan Babel. This is hilarious. Who else? Oh, Patrick Van Aanholt's there. All these guys are past their prime. Any of these notable names. So, listen, I don't want to downplay any team, but come on. This one should be in the bag. Galatasaray isn't even up to the level of Napoli. The way that we're playing right now should be a comfortable win for Barcelona. Should be on to the final 8. And I would suspect meeting us there would be Rangers, Monaco, Lyon and Porto is going to be a close one. Atalanta and Leverkusen is going to be a close one. Sevilla, West Ham is going to be a close one. What is that? Leipzig and Moscow. That'll be good. Frankfurt and Betis. My goodness. Outside of those first 2 matches, the other 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are pretty good. Pretty good matches, I gotta say. Ooh, okay, I'm going Frankfurt. I'm going Leipzig. I'm going Barcelona. I'm going Sevilla. I'm going Atalanta. I'm going Porto. I'm going Monaco. I'm going Rangers. That's who I'm thinking is going through to the final 8. Who knows who Barcelona will be playing? But again, I just knock on wood, trying to avoid curse of the commentator here, looking at the squad, looking at our current performance, the way things are trending. We're playing Xavi football these days. This should be smooth sailing into the final 8. We'll see what happens, folks. Let me get your reaction. Again, before we do any more of the match recap, the good, the bad, and the Barca, that is all coming up, my friends. And this was one of the most contested segments of good, the bad, and the Barca. I got to tell you, we had several contenders for each of these boxes on the positive side. The bad ones, not so much, which is a good sign. So we're going to talk about the good, the bad, and the Barca, but let me get your reaction to Europa League and the ties there. Let me update this real quick, and then I'm going to turn to the chat. There we go. Okay, very good, very good. Anyway, who else we got in the chat? Did I miss anybody? Hello. If your name is not written in English, I don't know what to call you, so just give yourself a little shout out and let me know what you would like to go by. Roger Wallace, how we doing, sir? Theophilus, love the name. Welcome to the channel. Says Xavi develop a team that in the next 2 years will conquer all in Europe and the world. Folks, so just for funsies, I've been making some TikToks, and there's one sound that's trending where it's, you're sick if you think this, you think that. And I did you're sick if you think Barcelona are going to win Champions League 2023. I half believe it. Okay, if we sign a major striker and a center back who's ready to step in and take over for PK, I believe we will be Champions League contenders. All right. So I did the if you're sick, Barcelona, you're sick if Barcelona will win Champions League 2023 on TikTok. In 2 days, it's gotten almost 25,000 views, comments galore. People are so triggered by me saying Barcelona are going to win Champions League 2023. It's cracking me up. The responses are like, no, it's going to be 5 years. No, it's going to be 10 years, blah, blah, blah. It's going to be the next year or two. 2 at the most, at the very most, before Barcelona are Champions League, not contenders, but favorites. That's my expectations at this point. Xavi has us playing amazing football. I digress. Europa League. Hector, good morning, says Dest is also improving per game. Yeah, dude, when Xavi came in, you got to remember He was being asked to play out of position, and he was coming back from injuries himself, dealing with back problems. That's significant in terms of how you move on the pitch, your confidence, your ability to float in and out of the defenders. He's playing so well right now. Loving everything that I'm seeing. Levi, you might as well get one, my friend. It is the future. M95, how you doing, sir? Ovi agrees. Des was superb yesterday. Love it. Love the support that the young American is getting from the group, from the Stash Squad here. Can says, remember when people said we should sell Des and sell DeYoung so they could have a Spanish midfield? I do remember that. I remember it very clearly. I've been dealing with that all season long, the last 2 years. People going, oh, Des, oh, DeYoung, woo. Play Ricky Puig over DeYoung. No. Wrong. Not happening, friends. Anyway. Stellar performances across the board from the Blaugrana. I really don't have a lot to complain about whatsoever. We'll find one or two things. Don't you worry. We'll find some things to complain about. But for the most part, all positives. Like I said, all positives. Barcelona playing choppy football, doing what we need to do. I'm excited for the future. I was saying this yesterday. I didn't think I would be this excited for Europa League. But what I'm learning is that it's all relative. Given how low we were at our lowest point this year, the immediate rebound and the style of football that we're seeing Barcelona play right now, it puts a smile on my face. I love watching it. So if Barcelona's on the pitch, I'm there. I'm tuned in. I'm excited. If there's a trophy to play for, all the better. But this season is a good reminder for why I love Barcelona. It's the style of football. It's the mentality and the attitude. It's the enjoyment, the pure joy that I get supporting the Blaugrana. Some of the goals yesterday, are you kidding me? It just kept getting better. Jordi Alba, quick counterattack goal with his right foot. What? Are you kidding me? Okay, there's one. And then Frankie de Jong with a chip from, what was it, like 25 yards out? I think I said 35 in my reaction. I got a little excited. I think it was like 25 yards out. Just curls it in. A nice floater over the keeper into the side netting. Oh, my goodness. And then Piqué, off of a deflected cross from Jordi Alba, takes a little touch with his boot over the defender. Cheeky little touch into the side netting. The old slow roller. Only for Aubameyang to put the cherry on top with a nice little dagger to make it 4-2 Barcelona. And Adama playing tremendous football. So again, could not be happier with the performance from the Blaugrana. I'm more excited than I thought I was going to be, but I'm riding this train. We're going on. We got Galatasaray up next. Who knows? At Europa League is the one trophy we don't have in the cabinet. So maybe we throw it in there and we move on. You know what I mean? Anyway, let me get caught up on the chat one more time, and then we are doing the good, the bad, and the Barca. We are moments away from revealing the good, the bad, the Barca, and the mustache man of the match. That's coming up next, folks. I want to catch up on the chat one more time, and then we will jump over for the good, the bad, and the Barca. Ash, how we doing, sir? Hector says, I think Ter Stegen is bad for yesterday. Clean sheets are much needed. Hard to come by these days. Hard to come by. What else we got going on here? Let me scroll up a little bit, see what we got going on in the conversation. Everybody's saying Ter Stegen needs some rest. Levi telling the group to relax. Of course, Levi keeping a lid on things. Felipe says we need to stop letting stupid goals, and we do. It's trending better. Okay, it's trending better, but Barcelona do have a bad habit of not having full focus for a full 90 minutes. It doesn't occur all that often. Clean sheets are hard to come by. Levi said that I'd rather win 4-1 than 2-0. In terms of entertainment, sure. But in terms of quality football and getting to where we need to be, that 2-0 is going to be what we need to focus on rather than the 4-1s. Chris, hello, good morning, says Gavi needs to stop getting yellow cards. Listen, Gavi is a pit bull, He is a tenacious warrior. He plays without regard of his physical well-being, and I appreciate it, but he does need to gain a little bit of composure and a little bit more control with his body to avoid those yellow cards. That definitely needs to happen. Theophilus saying Barca is going to go 6-0 in the first leg against Galatasaray. It might be. Listen, again, things happen. Okay, maybe I'm underestimating our opponent. I don't want to make a habit of that. But I think we're going to be okay. I think we're going to be okay against Galatasaray. All right, folks. So we've talked about the stats. We've given a match overview. It is time to talk the good, the bad, and the Barca. What we do here is we give out an award for what was good about the match, what was bad, what was Barcelona, and that can be a player, a person, it can be something abstract, but it's something very true to the Barcelona DNA. Sometimes it's just somebody who needs it. But that's what goes in the Barca box. And then we give out the mustache man of the match. That's perhaps most important. And again, highly contested for the good, the Barca, and the man of the match today. We are going to start out with the good. And let me just first give honorable mention to the young Serginho Dest. This is the second match in a row where he could have gotten into the good box, but because I really want to avoid the American bias, or being accused of anyway, he doesn't make it. So Serginho Dest getting praise and recognition from Xavi, getting starts in big matches, and stepping up, doing well, performing up to expectations, if not above. So honorable mention to Dest. The good box has to go to Aubameyang. Had a rough first half, was doing his best Ferran Torres impression, missing shot after shot. Some of them were tough. They weren't clear chances, not all of them anyway, but a couple of them were. And by the second half, you were thinking, Aubameyang, are you going to do a Ferran Torres here? Not the case. He keeps his composure, a crafty veteran, short memory, wipes it off, ends up getting our fourth goal. So I can't forget about those misses, but a clutch fourth goal is good enough for the good box. Well done, Aubameyang. That moves us on to the bad. Now, this was, I'll say, there wasn't a lot bad. There really wasn't a lot bad. So you guys know what's coming. I was going to try to hide it a little bit, try to throw a ruse on it, but you guys, come on. It has to be, right? You could maybe have thrown Nico in there. Maybe. Second goal, more Nico's mistake than Ter Stegen. At the same time, Nico got caught playing tiki-taka out of the back. That'll happen. Pep Guardiola once said that he would rather his players make big mistakes playing the right way rather than get out of trouble playing a style of football that isn't what he's trying to encourage. With that mindset, and with the assumption that that is also what Xavi is going to be encouraging of his players, Nico's going to make some mistakes sometimes. So as long as he's playing the right way, that's what's more important. So Nico avoids the bad box. Ter Stegen, giving up that penalty. You didn't need to dive in. You just didn't. A silly challenge. Yes, Osimhen took a dive on that one, but you put him in that situation. You didn't need to go in for the challenge. Stood still on the penalty, completely frozen, and then same thing on the second goal. Yes, Nico put us in a horrible position, but Ter Stegen, make an attempt, make a dive at it. So because he gave up that penalty, because he was frozen on both goals, Ter Stegen, I love you, but you got to get in the box. Shake that off, shake it off, because back to the positive stuff, folks. Into the Barca box. Again, highly contested. Could have gone a number of ways with this. There were two crafty veterans that I got to point out here. You guys know who I'm talking about. The defense coming up big with goals. First, honorable mention goes to Gerard Piqué. Did I'll say, good enough job of containing Osimhen. He got in a couple of times, but Piqué did enough to usher him towards the corner flag as opposed to running in at Ter Stegen. On top of that, had one of the cheekiest goals you're going to see this year, a little flick over the defender, the changeup, slow roller into the side netting, heartbreaking just before the halftime whistle. So honorable mention goes to PK. The Barca box, you got to give it to Jordi Alba. Opening goal, weak foot, breaks out on the counterattack to join Adama. Adama finds him right-hand side, right foot shot, and a clean finish. A clean finish from Jordi Alba. On top of that, got the assist to Piqué. Might not have been the intended target. Did take a deflection on the way in. But nonetheless, a goal, an assist, an excellent defensive performance. And for someone who is being, I'll say, for someone who is under a fair amount of criticism and someone who is seen as a player who needs to be replaced for Barcelona to continue on with their development, it's good to see Jordi Alba putting in these kind of performances. It's nice to know that Jordi's still got it, and for the goal and the assist and the excellent defensive effort, he gets the Barca box. So that leaves us with the mustache man of the match, and typically, again, this would be an obvious one, but excellent performances, top to bottom. We got to give a shout out to honorable mention, Adama Traore. Much better performance than what we saw in leg one against Napoli. In this one, every time he got the ball, he was getting to that end line, getting across in, or cutting it back, cutting inside, creating some chaos. 2 assists for Adama in this one. Again, the first goal, a fast breakout, Aubameyang to Adama to Jordi. And Adama, if you go back and watch my reaction video, because he literally holds off 2 defenders, pushes his way through them, then finds Jordi Alba. He's the real Hulk, and he's the real deal. I'm very excited for Adama, but he's the honorable mention. The mustache man of the match has to be Frankie de Jong, old baby face over here. Look at old blue eyes. Frankie de Jong answering the critics, doing everything, box to box, sideline to sideline, high press, winning the ball back for Barcelona, covering the space, finding space offensively, and that goal, oh my goodness, that goal, are you kidding me? Wow, if you have not seen it, go back and watch it. A curler from outside of the box, chipping the keeper. Oh, it honestly does not get much prettier than that. So, mustache man of the match, Frankie de Jong. The good box go to Alba. Bad is Ter Stegen. Barca is Jordi Alba. That's it for Napoli 2, Barcelona 4. We move on to the next round of Europa League. Galatasaray up next. I'll pause there. Let me get some reactions. Let me know your thoughts on the good, the bad, and the Barca. What would you change? Let me know your opinions in the chat if you're watching live, or if you're watching this on replay, let me know down in the comments. I want to know your thoughts. All right. Let me turn. I know I missed some things on the chat. Looks like Nightbot is going ham in here. Let's see here. Antonis, hello. Says clearly the system is evolving. That's why Des, Frankie, Boosie, PK, and others showcase their best qualities. Can't agree more with that. Nima, hello. Ovi, welcome. Felipe says Nico is still learning. Ter Stegen should have known better. Fair. I had the same assessment. That's why Ter Stegen got the bad box and Nico was able to avoid it. Nico's going to have a little bit of a learning curve as he develops over the next year or so. Chris agrees with Frankie as man of the match. I love it. Sam says good Alba, bad Ter Stegen, Barca, Pedri, and Busquets. I could have given it to them, but there was just too much in terms of goals, assists, and outstanding performances. I will say this. It is a little bit tricky because when you have players like a Busquets or like a Pedri that are just going to perform consistently well, it's going to be harder for them to get a Barca, a man of the match. You know what I mean? Some of these are graded with a curve, and it's relevant to the expectation of the player. So keep that in mind when we do these good, bad, and Barca segments. But yeah, good for Frankie. Excited for Frankie. What else we got going on here? Roger says, looking forward to Sunday. How are we going to perform against our nemesis? We'll take a look. We do have that match, Atletico Bilbao. Here's the thing. Atletico Bilbao typically are a much tougher opponent in cup matches. In Copa del Rey, in Supercopa, that's when Athletic Club are tough. At the Camp Nou in La Liga, not too worried about it. I'm not super worried about that one. This one's going to be Sunday, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We, of course, will be live here on the Undefeated channel. We'll be kicking off our watch-along party probably about 30 minutes before kickoff. So make sure you are subscribed, turn on notifications so you know we're going live. If you are enjoying the content here on the channel, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Show your love and support for the channel. I do appreciate it. And I appreciate all of you. I really do. The Stash Squad puts a big smile on my face. Every time we do one of these episodes of Wake Up in Barca, every time we're here for a live Barcelona match, it's good times, right? Win or lose, we got the Stash Squad to hang out with. It's a good time. It's a good time. I'm very blessed, very happy with the community that we're building here. So one more time, if you are just finding us, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Turn on those notifications so you don't miss any of the live streams. We are here for all the Barcelona matches. I do commentary. You participate in the chat. And then we have live Barcelona news every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Wake Up in Barca. Subscribe to the channel. So I'm just watching the chat, laughing at Culers here. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on notifications. Come hang out with us, folks. We got good things going on. In Xavi we trust. We continue on. We continue to progress, to build. The dark days are behind us, friends. All right, we're through it. We're in the light now. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you found us. Thank you so much for tuning in and taking a ride. I'll see y'all next time. Mwah.